Hi, welcome to Srimata Education. Firstly, I would like to thank everyone who are supporting my YouTube channel and also encouraging me to do the further more videos. Okay, friends. Previously we discussed about the forest resources of our India. Today we are going to know about the Indian water resources. Water is one of the precious and also important natural resources. Popularly saying as no water, no life. Water is the driving force of the nature. Water is the driving force of the nature. So we can see, so we are using water for so many purpose. For example, drinking water, agriculture purpose, industrial purpose, navigation, fishing, generate the hydel power. See, Indian rivers broadly can be divided into two types. One is the North Indian rivers and peninsular rivers or South Indian rivers. First, we want to go for the North Indian rivers. North Indian rivers. See, North Indian rivers. One of the important river is in North India, Indus River. Indus, or we can call as a Sindhu River. Sindhu, Indus or Sindhu. So Indus, the Indus River rises in the Mount Kailash. Mount Kailash in Tibet. The place called the Tibet. The Mount Kailash, the Indus River rises. Then it flows 3,180 kilometers. 3,180 kilometers. In this 3,180 kilometers, Indus River flows in India 720 kilometers. 720 kilometers. So, major part of the flow of Indus River in the Pakistan. So that's why Pakistan's largest river is Indus only. See, and finally, the Indus River finally joins to the Arabian Sea near to the city Karachi. So where it reaches Arabian Sea, it joins Arabian Sea. It joins the Arabian Sea. See, the Indus River have 5 important tributaries. One is there, Ravi, Bias, Chenab, Sutlej, Zeelam. These are all the 5 important tributary rivers of the Indus. ಸಿಂಧೂ ನದಿಯ 5 ಉಪನದಿಗಳು ರಾವಿ, ಬಿಯಾಸ್, ಚೀನಾಬ್, ಸಟ್ಲೆಜ್, ಝೀಲಂ. So in these 5 rivers, Ravi, Bias, Chenab, these 3 rivers are rises in the Himachal Pradesh and joins to the Indus River. So later, see Sutlej River, it rises in the Mount Kailash, one of the largest tributary for the Indus River. Next, Zeelam River. Zeelam, it rises in the Jammu Kashmir, Pir Panjal range, and also one of the important city of Kashmir, Srinagar. On the banks of the Zeelam River only. And also you see Lahore city, the Pakistan's Lahore city, it is on the banks of the Ravi River. So these are all the 5 important tributaries of the Indus River. So after the Indus River, we will move for the another North Indian river, Ganga or Ganges. Ganga River. Another river is there, Ganga, or we can call as a Ganges River. See, Ganga rises in the Gangotri. Ganga rises in Gangotri. It starts like 2 rivers, 2 small streams like Alakananda and Bhagirathi. Alakananda and Bhagirathi joins in the place called Devaprayag. In the place called Devaprayag, both the rivers will be joined. From later, it called as a Ganga River. Ganga. So one of the longest tributary for the Ganga is Yamuna. Yamuna is the longest tributary for the Ganga River. So the Yamuna joins Ganga. Yamuna joins Ganga River in the place called Allahabad. Joins the river Allahabad. So that's why it is one of the important place for our Indians. It is also called Triveni Sangam. For every 12 years in this particular place, we celebrate as a Kumbh Mela. It is one of the world famous Kumbh Mela celebrated for every 12 years in the place called Allahabad. The three rivers joining place, one Yamuna, Ganga and Saraswati river. Saraswati river. See, in the banks of Ganga, in the banks of the Ganga, many important cities or places are there like Varanasi, Patna, Kolkata, Haridwar on the banks of Ganga river. And also Yamuna river, Mathura, Agra. Mathura and Agra are the famous places on the banks of the Yamuna river located. So let Ganga river travels Uttarakhand, Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, Jharkhand, West Bengal and reaches joins to the Bay of Bengal. Bay of Bengal. The total length of the Ganga river 2525 kilometers. 2525 kilometers is the one of the length of the Ganga, starts from Gangotri to the Bay of Bengal. Bay of Bengal. So Ganga is the one of the longest river of our India. Now later another important North Indian river is there, Brahmaputra. Brahmaputra rises in the Manasa Sarovar and it travels flows towards to the east direction and through from the Arunachal Pradesh it reaches to the Bangladesh and joins to the Ganga. So these are all the three important North Indian rivers. So next, the Peninsula rivers. Peninsula river, or we can call as a South Indian rivers. South Indian rivers. So in this Peninsula rivers also we can divide another two types. One is the west flowing river and east flowing rivers. East flowing rivers we can divide into two types, west flowing rivers and east flowing rivers. So first of all we are going to take the east flowing rivers. East flowing rivers, one is the first one, Mahanadi. Mahanadi, it is one of the east flowing river. All the east flowing rivers they joins to the Bay of Bengal. Bay of Bengal. The west flowing rivers joins to the Arabian Sea. East flowing rivers joins to the Bay of Bengal. See, Mahanadi, it is also called Saro of Odisha. Saro river of Odisha. It rises in the Sivaha. It rises in Sivaha. And also we constructed one of the longest dam in India, Hirakud. Longest dam in India. It is called Hirakud, constructed across the Mahanadi. Second one, Godavari. Godavari is the longest river of South India. Longest river of the South India. It rises in the Triambak. It rises in Triambak and joins to the Bay of Bengal in the place called Kakinada. In the place of Kakinada, it joins to the Bay of Bengal. And third one is the Krishna river. Krishna, it rises in Mahabaleshwar. Mahabaleshwar, Maharashtra, Mahabaleshwar, and it joins to the Bay of Bengal in the place called Nijampattanam. One of the important dam or a multi-river valley project constructed, that is called Nagarjuna Sagar. And fourth one is the Karnataka river, Kaveri. Kaveri rises in the Talakaveri, and it is also called Dakshina Gange, and it joins to the Bay of Bengal in a place called Kaveri Pattanam in Tamil Nadu. One of the important falls like one of the Gaganachukki, Barachukki, Hoganekal falls are created from the Kaveri river, and also the Asia's first hydroelectric station in Sivana Samudra, also in the across the Kaveri river. So these are all the east flowing rivers. Now the next is the west flowing rivers. These west flowing rivers are mainly considered Narmada. Narmada rises from the Amarakantak, and also the Tapati or Tapi, it rises from the Multai, and Sharavati is one of the river in the Karnataka. Through from the Sharavati, it creates one of the important waterfalls. Jog Falls was created through from the Sharavati river. So these are all the river system. This is the river system of our India. In the next class, we are going to discuss about the multi-river valley projects of our India.